Hello guys, good morning everyone. Nandito kami sa New Haven at mag speedboat kami ngayon. Bali 2 hours ito guys. So tingnan nyo na lang mamaya ang kaganapan kung anong exciting ang makikita natin dito sa river. So ngayon ko lang mararanasan ang sumakay sa speedboat. First time to, kaya excited ako. Guys.
Just like this. The way that we put them on, it's just a little, put it on a little gilet almost. I'll come around and fit them to you. Ella, you're going to have this one, so if you put your right hand in there, left hand in there, pull your hood out, there we go. So, if I give them out in a strange order, it's just because you're a similar size to the person that took it off. With that idea. So, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Everyone
Where's
is
your
fairly
sunglasses?
close or from distance. Where's
Dapat kinuha mo
Tunbridge
lang.
Wells? Right. Anyone further away than Tunbridge
Saan
Wells? Oh, there you go. Top trumps winner.
We did it a lot.
Ano ba yung sa akin? May camera.
No, this is, yeah, it's on the left further up, I think. It's flat in places.
A bit short, yeah. Don't worry. We'll make it less short.
Oh yeah, no, they've got I can't remember what the circuit's called, but yeah, we didn't see that.
Just remind me how to say your name one more time.
I just call me Pressy.
Fressy. Alright. Fressy and Ted.
Yeah. That is long pronunciation. No, my real name.
And where does your name originate from?
Philippine.
Philip?
Yeah.
Are you both from the Philippines?
Yes.
But living over here now?
Yeah.
It's not quite the same weather, admittedly.
No.
Rain.
Yeah.
Got your name all over it.
You buy a car like that, you can't get it.
Today.
I thought about getting one for the world around.
I used to live in a caravan in Blackpool.
And then you get a reduction, I think, with tickets, but it's,
You live
it's
in New
over
Haven
500.
now?
In Seaford. Yeah, but we were living in France. Long story short, but we wanted to get married here, and so we had to. Well, I had to be living in the parish for 2 weeks.
Oh.
We came over for the summer.
Come on, Dad.
Thought we didn't want to rent anywhere, so we bought a car. Came to the caravan. Ted, here we go. It was great. It's like literally in some posh house's back garden, basically. It was a farm, but just nice properties around that point. Yeah, just.
It's a lovely area.
I remember going into the pub and buying like a pint. Yeah. It was more than that in Chelsea. We're not in Chelsea.
Why it's so light?
But I'd love to go again. You don't go to the revival.
Ito magandang bilhin.
Very light. Yun sa atin. You can roll over. Roll mo siya. Dapat may ganyan din pala ako.
But I'd love to go again.
No? Ganyan ang Sabi ko lang, iwanan mo sa kanya.
Ganda.
I will try.
Ayaw ka pa.
I will try. This is my first time. Sana. Oh dear. Oh, nice. It's beautiful.
So, just to get on, we just come along this pontoon one at a time because it's quite narrow. And then the majority of people will literally just stand on the side. Just watch though, because it's quite a big step down. You'll only bump your knee on there once, you won't do it twice. A bit painful. Anyone else who's not happy with making that step down, really, really, really easy.
Much better.
And we're in.
Yeah.
And that's how we'll get on.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I would avoid the back seats. There's 9 of us, so if we leave the back row, you're going to go on the front. Oh, that's good. Keep the wind off the rest of us. So I mean, if you wait in the middle rather than sitting on this to start with, otherwise everyone will turn on you. We'll have to get a little
I want to go there.
back seat or something. Right? Ella spotted the.
I want to sit down. This is perfect for me.
There you go. Alright.
Eto na.
You guys have got. What we're going to do, because the ferry's on its way in, so we're just going to tootle out behind the breakwater, and we'll have a little chat about all that sort of thing. We don't get out before it starts, because then we won't let out. Big thing to bear in mind is your life jackets will inflate automatically if you end up in the water. So if you try not to go in the water between now and when we have a proper chat, it'll be really good.
You all right?
Ooh.
More sun in a minute.
What?
So we've arranged for an escort
ano mo,
today.
i-open mo.
Not the Royal Navy, we went with the RNLI instead.
Maybe,
We're gonna
maybe.
escort us just. I spoke to Luke about it because he's never really did any call.
Oh, you have done
Good.
some.
It's my coat.
Yeah, it's weird he doesn't do more now.
Really didn't do anything.
Tinopen mo.
Literally.
Tinawa ko sa yung coat.
And now I've done it.
Does Emma die?
Bakit may ito ate? Ikaw talaga? Pina. Eh, hindi. Ano talaga yan? Napipihit yan daw. Napipihit yan.
Just while we wait for our escort, we'll have a little chat about where we're going to go. So,
Do I normally do this?
oh, all the time. Only for people who've been before Jonathan's not John, sorry. So, yeah, life jackets wise, if you do go in the water, they'll know that you're in the water. So they should inflate automatically. If they don't do that, this little red toggle on this bottom right hand side, on the other side, that's it. And all we got to do, don't pull it now, just hold on to that. Just pull that down and it'll inflate. Okay?
So I am listening.
No. No, it's fine. This is much more fun following him out.
Morning, guys.
Alright. You tired? What time did these guys go out? Yeah. So yeah, on the right hand side, this is our New Haven 2 lifeboat. This little orange one. It's called a D class. That's the smallest type of lifeboat they have in the RNLI, as opposed to the one on the left, which is the largest type they have in the RNLI. The idea is that nobody's really got any spare cash anymore. So the RNLI are trying what they can to save money, and it's obviously much cheaper to launch this little boat on the right than it is to launch. Are they fully funded by donations? They're not government, right? Correct. Yeah, all donations. Yeah. So 60% is for legacy, so people leave money in their wills.
Yeah.
Everything else is Edith shaking the bucket and saving.
Yeah.
It's quite an expensive bit of kit to launch.
It must take a fortune just to go out back, so yeah.
So yeah, it burns a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
So this, if it goes out for an hour, will burn 20 litres. If it goes out for an hour, will burn 200 litres. This stays 6, maybe 7 people. That needs 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
The chap on the top with the curly hair, he's the only guy that's paid. There's 21 other volunteers that 4 o'clock in the morning where Major goes off.
Yeah.
These guys have been up quite early today. We're going that way. We'll let you go first. Yes, so I volunteer. On your pages you have loud as anything mode, and you have discreet mode. So when you go to bed, you put it on discreet mode so it vibrates and just makes a little beeping sound. And if you forget to do that, then it wakes your hair in.
Oh, yeah.
Right, in my sleep.
Ano yan? Kahit kala mo patay yan, ano yan?
So this is a bit of a geeky statistic. On the back of this boat it says lifeboat. If it was the New Haven lifeboat, it would say New Haven lifeboat.
Wow.
The New Haven lifeboat's down in Poole at the moment. Made a sort of bit of a refit. And so that's a spare lifeboat. So if ever you go on holiday and go and see a lifeboat somewhere out on the back, it's not theirs.
Interesting.
I love it.
Saan yung hot? Hot
So the big ship coming towards us, that's the ferry from Dieppe coming into the harbour here. The orange and black boat in front of the lifeboat, that's the pilot boat, so they're just making sure nobody gets in the way.
We've been there before. Oh, yeah. Right?
Came in last week, but we're just going out.
puntahan natin.
Oh yeah.
Exciting, right, wind farm. Way out there. So we're going to go about 12 miles out to sea. So we get there about 40 minutes from now. We'll have a little stop on the way, a couple of places. But you just have to bear in mind, even though these guys are out, it'll still take them a good 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes to come and give us a hand if we need it. So as I say, probably the worst thing that can happen is someone falls out. If we just stay sat down, we won't even think of it. It's really nice and smooth. When we stop, we can stand up, take pictures, all that sort of thing. Everyone will have a fantastic view of these. It's really, really good. The only thing about your life jackets, Eileen, you can't have straps across them, so they've got bags across them, just because they'll want to get bigger and that'll stop them from getting bigger. But be a bit bigger. So you can hang them on here. If you put them by your feet, they won't get wet either. The biggest issue we'll have is if I fall out. Yeah, but the boat just stops. If I fall out, there's something probably has happened to me to make me fall out, which means that I probably won't be able to swim back. So all that will happen is you'll start to bob off in one direction, and I'll start to bob off in another. So we just need to get help. There's two ways to do that. Just ring 999, ask for the Coast Guard. Your phones will work all the way. Or just on the back of the console where I am, there's a little red button that says distress. Just press that button and hold it for 3 or 4 seconds, and the very nice people on top of that hill over there in that tower will know that we need help. I don't know where we are, and they'll come and help us.
Go to Brighton and have lunch.
Where did you go? How's that sound? This first bit always feels a little bit exhilarating, just because it's a bit new to everybody. I think I was saying to a couple of people that because the wind's blowing offshore, it might actually get a little bit wavier the further out we go, but all will be fine. If anyone's not happy at any point, just give me a little wave. Jonathan's going to hold on to his hat better this time. Sally's just going to get Eileen to blow off. As I say, if you've got any questions at any time, just fire away. Hence I've saved the back seats for you. Yeah, exactly. So one thing to make it a little bit more comfortable is that you can, on those front 4 seats, so Ella and Vanessa as well, you can stand slightly.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't lock your legs.
Yeah.
But just use your legs as little springs. It's a great workout. So that's us 5 miles done. Most people spend the whole of the first half of the journey looking to the right, looking at Brighton, but quite seen to our left as well. So the furthest point that we've got is all the way over to the right, head. And the funny little dot to the right of that looks like a savouring the lighthouse at Beachy Head. So visually, it sort of gets further out, it gets closer in, it gets bigger, it gets smaller. Your eyes make real tricks of the scenery sometimes. But to the left of that we've got the Seven Sisters. And then the dirty brown one to the left of those, that's Seaford Head. And in between Seaford Head and the Seven Sisters is Cuckmere Haven that I'm sure some of you have been to before. So it's quite a nice big bay in behind the back of that, the big one with all the soil on it. So yeah, we've still got a little bit over 5 miles to go. Gives you an idea of how big they are. Nobody too chilly? No, good. Say welcome to the middle of summer. Bombing around. I think the furthest we could probably see at the moment is about Worthing in particular. Give those legs a workout. If it gets too much, we'll move it further back. Hazard a guess as to how we've gone big at the front there. 3 miles. Yeah, that's a mile and a half. 8 miles. There's anything.
I guess it's going to be in kilometres.
Oh, go on, we go far away.
2k.
2k.
Yeah.
So about just a little bit less. So it's actually 2 miles. So nearly 3k. But just to get an idea of how big they are. When we came at this time yesterday, we could only just see them at this point. So it was really quite murky. And we actually got up close and personal and we couldn't see the top of the blade because it was in the cloud. And in the afternoon we came out, it was just like this. It was glorious. So yeah, we're going to be in for a bit. The thing is, it's one of very few wind farms in Europe that they allow us into. So we'll head on in. It makes a really good videos and pictures as you go in. But think to yourself, John said don't start it yet. When you're about to start it, because we'll still be a long way away. To give you an idea distance-wise, they're a quarter of a mile apart. Yeah. Sorry, it's throwing us that, John, because that building. Size-wise, 40 metres tall. So from the sea level right to the tip of the highest blade. And so to give you a bit of a visual representation of what's going on under the water, the grey bit is about the yellow bit. So one of the reasons that it's out here is that we're only deep in the water. So from an engineering point of view, it's much easier to put a pile into the seabed at this depth rather than 60 or 70 metres, which you could easily find in some parts further north. So we've got about 10 or 15 metres of the yellow above the surface, depending on the level of the tide. So we're getting towards high tide now. We've got about 30 metres in the wet bit, and then another 30 metres driven into the seabed, which stops it from rocking around. So divers know, but it was all the big machinery as well. So anyone who lived along the coast here, 2016, was when they put all the foundations in. So let's see. They wouldn't have felt it, but just heard it. So they had 2 ships out here called jack-up ships. So best way of describing it, like rectangular donuts. So the centre of the ship was missing, and they positioned the ship where they wanted the turbine to be, and then they put legs down on the ship so it would raise it up out of the water to produce a platform, and then all of the workings could take place within the centre of the ship, and they literally just drive the pile into the seabed. So it's, and then the yellow bit we can see is actually a transitional piece that just connects the 2 together. So on this one at the bottom, close to the level of the sea, we've got a little lip and a vertical black painted line.
Yeah.
So that is the top of the pile. So it's literally just a cup that's sort of sitting on top of that. On the yellow bit on this side, we've got 2 vertical, that just look like pipes. Yeah, and they can use that, put lots of fendering on it, and they'll drive up against those 2 uprights, and they'll do what's a manoeuvre called pushing on. They literally keep driving into it, and it'll pin the 2 together. Put some big webbing straps around and hydraulically tighten them. Yeah, there we go. You can see that other boat just appearing over at the bottom there. They put these big straps on so that it connects the 2 together. The worst thing that happens is that the engineer stops off the front and falls down the gap in between. So we'll go up inside, see where the lettering is.
Yeah.
Up onto the top there, it's big hatch, big door. There's a lift. There's nothing with anything except the top. The top is the bit where all the magic happens. The tower is just, you wouldn't know. Otis, hello?
Yeah, we find that the Otis engineers are hard.
Yeah. So yeah, the tower is literally there to put that bit at the top, which is called the nacelle, to put that as high as possible, to make the blades as long as possible. Because it isn't the speed at which they spin around that generates the energy. It's conclusive now, the public consultation's finished, is that they're going to build them further to the west. So huge objections from the Seven Sisters Country Park. It's a real no-no. They don't want them down there because they don't want people to stand on the Seven Sisters, look out to sea and have their view decimated by these horrible looking things. And so they're going to be that way. However, you know when you buy a mobile phone and you get the top of the range mobile phone and a month later it's the old mobile phone? It's exactly the same thing that happened with the turbines. So these are what's known as 3.45 megawatt turbines. The new ones are going to be 1.2 gigawatt turbines. And in an easy to understand format, they're going to be able to generate 3 times the amount of energy because they're twice the size. So it just means they've got much longer blades so they can get that sweep. They did apply for permission for 120 and they've reduced that to 92, that's my understanding. But if you think, so it's 116 now. And if you think we're producing 350,000 homes worth of energy, they can generate 3 times as much. So it's nigh on 1 million homes can be powered just by the extension itself. Quite exciting time.
Presumably it's the expensive building that's stopping
So Jonathan's just asking about the expenses, that's what's stopping it.
Because otherwise you think that you built on the East Coast maybe.
So around by Norfolk, Suffolk, there's a lot of them there. So it's mainly because it's really shallow. So it's very easy to construct them there. So I presume the deeper the water, the more expensive it is to get them in. As well as the cost being a prohibitive factor, there's a big environmental objection towards them initially as well. Because if you think of all that noise that was generated that affected us on land, the noise. I'm here just to we can leave our life jackets on.
See what you mean?
Yeah.
It does give you a bit
There
of
we go.